how to get the inverse, which you should be well aware of, but we'll just review again the steps we need to do. Step 1, I would write this as y is equal to plus 3x, so x's and y's. Step 2, swap the x's and y's. Step 3, solve for y. So I'll get y equals again. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides here. I'm going to get x minus 7 is equal to 3y. And then my final step will be divide by 3 both sides. So x minus 7 over 3 is equal to y. There's one more step. What is it? Use the correct terminology. F minus 1 of x. So this is the inverse terminology. That's what inverse terminology is. If that's the original function, its inverse is x minus 7 over 3. That's the correct way we should do it. Finish off to say, this was the original function, its inverse is this. And that looks kind of right because in the original, that was a positive 7, now it's a minus 7. That was multiplying by 3, and now I'm dividing by 3. So it's the opposite, total opposite function. Let's do the other ones a little bit quicker. Step 1, write with an x and a y. Step 2 then, swap the x and the y. Oh, it's all over 3. Oops. Next step, solve for y. So we have a choice here. I'm going to multiply by 3, I think, first. Both sides, because that will remove this 3. So I get 3x is equal to 15 minus 2y. If you like, and you like positive y's, you can swap sides here with the minus 2y. Maybe I'll do that. 2y is equal to 15 minus 3x. Just leads it to be a bit tighter, so you're not dividing by a negative. Dividing by a negative is okay, but I prefer not to do that. And then I divide by the 2. And then I rewrite with the correct terminology. This is f with a little minus 1, x 15 minus 3x over 2. Okay, and the last one. Go through my process. First, write with y. You can do this a little bit faster, I'm sure. So I want to solve for y here, so maybe I can add this 4 over here to both sides. I don't necessarily need to multiply in this 3. I can just divide by 3 both sides, because if I multiply by 3, I'd have to divide by 3 anyway. So I'm at this stage, I have y plus 7 here. X plus 4 over 3 is equal to y plus 7. I'll just write that down again. My final step here will be subtract 7 from both sides. So x plus 4 over 3 minus 7 is equal to y. Now if you want, you can separate this into x over 3 and 4 over 3 and then combine it with the 7. I'm okay with you leaving it with like this. If you want, it's fine. It'd be it's an or equivalent answer. That would be equivalent to any simplification of that. So I was thinking x over 3 and 4 over 3 separated, and then subtract the 7. So that's the process of getting the inverse. Make sure it's written in x and y, swap the x and y, solve for y, and then rewrite it in the correct form. Visually, it looks like a reflection in that diagonal line, y is equal to x, and all the x coordinates will swap and become the y coordinates of the other one, and so on. They'll all swap x and y coordinates. Okay, so that is